So Saudi Arabia's oil fields were attacked. They were attacked. Oil prices are now soaring after drone attacks on Saudi Arabia's supply. So prices jumped up to 13%. And according to some estimates, up to 50% of the fields were impacted. So then the logical question is, who's responsible? Well, we have a good idea because some people have taken credit for it. So the Houthi Yemeni rebels have taken credit for it. Now, let's reflect on this for a second. Because the picture that you're going to get in mainstream media is this. Totally unprovoked, Yemeni Houthi rebels did a drone attack on Saudi Arabia's oil infrastructure. That is, I guarantee you, you turn on any news from a Western perspective, that's what you're going to get. And by the way, not just U.S. news. Turn on the BBC and you'll get that same perspective. They will not give you context as to what led to this happening. But that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to give you context. So, why would Yemeni Houthi rebels do a drone attack on Saudi oil fields? Well, perhaps because Saudi Arabia has been massacring people in Yemen for years now. Starving 85,000 children, blockading the country, not allowing in food and medicine. There's a cholera outbreak impacting millions of people there. Or maybe it's not that, and it's just the direct military attacks that Saudi Arabia has done in Yemen, where they've attacked open-air markets, they've attacked mosques, they've attacked hospitals and schools. Now, this is all on the record. I just need everybody to know this isn't, Kyle giving his lefty spin on what's happening in the world. That's just what's happening in the world. Anybody who's followed this stuff closely knows very well that Saudi Arabia has basically been waging a genocide in Yemen. Now, I call it a genocide because of the massive, massive power disparity. Because one side is backed by the world's most powerful country and powerful military, and the other side, if they get any help at all, they get a little bit of help from Iran. So this is what's happening. What's happening is Saudi Arabia is waging an onslaught against Yemen. And Yemeni Houthi rebels have said, we attacked the infrastructure to get them back for what they've done to us. So their claim is this is defensive. What do you want us to sit back and just let Saudi Arabia massacre our people endlessly? And just so everybody knows, Saudi Arabia originally attacked Yemen because there was a power struggle with the Yemeni government where the Sunni government was ousted by a Shia government. That's the Houthi rebels. Okay, so they wanted Sunni control and power in that region for themselves. So they decided we're not going to let this Shia Houthi government be recognized, and we're going to go all out against them. So that's what's actually happening in the region. Now, again, I just gave you the backstory in a very short explanation. Go ahead, turn on mainstream news and see if they give you that information. I guarantee you they don't. The way they're going to portray this is, oh, woe is Saudi Arabia. They've done nothing wrong at all. Nothing at all. And they've been mercilessly attacked. Their oil fields are victims. By the way, want to talk about a tame response? Attacking the oil infrastructure. Okay, again, stop and think about what Saudi Arabia is doing. Bombing hospitals, schools, open-air markets, mosques, starving the country, blockading the country. And then the response is, well, drone attack the Saudi oil infrastructure. That's actually a pretty tame defensive response, isn't it? I think it is. There's a problem, though. And the problem is, we know what's going to happen now. Even though the Yemeni Houthi rebels have taken credit for it, there's also people within the Iranian government who are also taking credit for it and celebrating it. And just for the record, so everybody knows, it's very possible that Iran supplied, the ability for the Yemeni Houthi rebels to carry out such an attack. And it's possible they were involved in the attack. That is true. Now, but here's the thing. U.S. intelligence is going to place it solely on Iran. But more importantly, they're going to act like it's purely offensive when I just explained to you, this is 100% defensive in nature, okay? But this is what they've been waiting for. Because now, look at what Donald Trump tweeted last night. Saudi Arabia oil supply was attacked. There is reason to believe that we know the culprit. Are locked and loaded depending on verification, but are waiting to hear from the kingdom as to who they believe was the cause of this attack and under what terms we would proceed. So Saudi Arabia, of course, they're going to go, oh, Mr. President, that was definitely Iran. U.S. intelligence is going to go, oh, Mr. President, oh, that was definitely Iran. It's all on Iran, and it's an aggressive act. It's not defensive, it's aggressive. And then Trump's going to say, okay. And there we have it. The thing that John Bolton had been fighting for, he was just fired, but the thing that he had been fighting for, he might actually get it. We're closer to war with Iran now than we've ever been. And I don't trust a single player involved in this to de-escalate. Because I got news for you. Israel's Netanyahu wants war with Iran. The Saudi Arabian government wants war with Iran. Trump doesn't want to appear weak, and so he's going to want war with Iran. U.S. intelligence is going to be prodding the administration to go to war with Iran. But at least, thank God, we have the opposition party, the Democrats. Oh, shit. Now they're calling for war with Iran as well. Here we go. Here we go. We're there. This is madness. And again, I need you to understand this point. The backstory which I led with, you will not be told in mainstream media. You will be told that it's an aggressive act, it's an offensive act. Saudi Arabia did nothing wrong, Iran did everything wrong. And you're not going to be given the full context. And what's hilarious is that there are old Trump tweets where Trump says very clearly, like, tell Iran to fight their own wars. It's none of our business. You know, if they want us to do anything for them, they should have to give us free oil. There's so much stuff that he said. You know, he said Iran or Saudi Arabia is responsible for the 9/11 attacks. And now he tweeted in no uncertain terms, he's not America first, he's Saudi first. He said it. He said, I'm waiting for verification. What do you think they're going to say, Don? They've wanted you to take out Iran for such a long time now. Of course they're going to use this as the catalyst. Oh my God, man. We're in trouble. We're really in trouble. I don't see how they can de-escalate from this. I don't see it. Especially given the nature of what Saudi Arabia has already been doing in Yemen, what they've wanted to do in Iran, the fact that Trump is nowhere near intelligent enough to think about this stuff objectively, to de-escalate. He wants to appear tough. And we got to remember, everybody around Trump is prodding him in the direction of war. Nobody's prodding him in the direction of don't do it. Actually, you know what? We literally might have to hope that Tucker Carlson gets Donald Trump's ear. This is not a joke, that's serious. Because, you know, he watches Fox News all the time, and he loves those hosts. Tucker Carlson might be the only person saying to him, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Oh, my goodness. Don't do it. Oh, my God, don't do it. I'm telling you, man, we're in trouble. This is the closest we've been to war with Iran in a long time. And we had the single biggest jump in oil prices since the Gulf War in 1991. Think about that. That is a red flag and a half. So I wish I had some sort of silver lining for this story here, but I don't. Even with John Bolton gone, we're still now somehow closer to war with Iran than we've ever been before. And we don't have somebody who is capable of understanding the situation and de-escalating the situation, and we're all worse off for it.